majority of everybody lived a life that was not of their own,
Mm.
and it was not of their own choice.
Tragic. That's a real American tragedy, man.
Uh,
They write books about this. They write stories about this. That's truly an American tragedy that we all have to own up to and
yeah.
fix.
Just so the viewers like, oh, you ain't on no conspiracy stuff. Nope.
Mhm.
These are facts, man, and the people around you are speaking of it.
Yeah.
You guys just aren't listening. Check this out. This right here is from February 27th, 2022. You know who she is? I don't even know either because I don't care about them. But she is somebody in politics, right?
Okay.
Somebody in politics.
What them?
Look what she says. Disappointing to lose whatever her name is. I don't. Who claimed psychological warfare? But look, she ain't the only one. Korean fighters. Documents show Korean independent fighters' proposals to U.S. for anti-Japan psychological warfare. It don't stop there. Oregon
Mm.
Republican Party chair quits, blaming wickedness in the state GOP.
Mm.
Dallas Heard claimed members of the party were using communist psychological warfare tactics to derail his leadership. Let's take a look at this guy. Let's take a look at this guy, right? And it's crazy because understand that
Yeah.
we were taught as blacks, like, hey, don't trust them. Don't no. There is a real war going on, and it's been going on for quite a while. Understand, look, this says, when was this? March 9th, 2022. It don't stop there.
Please tell me it stops there. It don't.
No. And
Man, look here.
this is all just within the, I wanted to make sure, show y'all what's going on even right now. Bring up
Yeah.
psychological warfare. It's like, hey, I could talk about it. Sounds good. It sounds kind of, what do they call them? Conspiracy theorists. Oh man,
Yeah.
we deal with the reality. Now understand this right here. Glimpse into a fearful, angry, imaginary world. Jenny Thomas. You know who Jenny Thomas is?
Not exactly.
Jenny Thomas is the wife of Clarence Thomas. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh
he's one
shit.
of the Supreme Court
Justice.
Justice. Yep, Clarence
Absolutely.
Thomas.
Yeah.
So
He
the
got
whole
in the.
thing with. Oh no, go ahead.
No, he the one that got in trouble for squeezing a black woman butt about 30 years ago.
Damn.
I think he might have been married to her at the time he did it, but I'm not sure.
Oh well, they all in the same thing. So a squeeze in a butt compared to squeezing a life out of all these
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these innocent people. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, some
Right.
butts are gonna get grabbed.
Right.
So there was some texts that were going back and forth with Mark Meadows and his wife. But the main thing is blah blah blah. This is how I read shit, right? Blah 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 blah. But this is what piqued my interest. We learned from the text that Thomas agreed that the most important thing you can realize right now is that there are no rules. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I put this right. There are
Big bold
no
medicines.
rules in war. So I can't get canceled for what we talking about, right? Because if these are your top officials and they are acknowledging that there's a war going on outside, as we have stated many, many, many times, we get backup. And so she continues, and this war is psychological.
Mm. Ding 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. You want to see what this was? It said, I don't
Racist.
have to dig too deep just to show you what's been going on. They throw it around. They can say whatever they choose to. It's up to you to listen to it. To Jesus, I kid you not. Man, it's like, don't make me lose faith in humanity. Yeah,
Please,
man.
please, we holding on by a thread. Please spare us.
And that's why if you look at for the viewer, understand that our message has been consistent since day one. We could have walked in any other path that we chose to. We could have jumped on with the relationships, F men, F women, relationships, cheaters, ex man, none of that. I don't care. It does not matter. Anybody who's complaining about that, hey, just go do us all a favor, bye. you know, what I mean? Like
Some
there's
more
real
fish.
people, there's kids
Yeah.
that are behind us that need to see some type of path. Otherwise, we're leaving them in the middle of the woods with nothing. You know what I mean? The only thing we're
Yep.
gonna leave behind is a bunch of methane in the sky, too much carbon,
Mm-hmm.
bad habits, broken relationships,
Mm,
narcissistic characteristics.
mm,
You know what I mean?
mm.
And this
Oh,
is this is of
that's the
the
tip of the iceberg.
exactly. And it's like, what in the world? How can anybody in this? I'm just gonna stick to the United States.
Yeah.
How can anybody walk through that and say that I am a good person? Like, no, look in the mirror and keep it real. The only deity that we have to even compare that to is what? A devil. I'm not
Yes.
heavy into religion, but hey, if you guys look the exact, take the picture away,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Take it
that
away.
that 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 feeds into it too. Like we have the power of storytelling. They understand this, and it goes deep. Storytelling is how, for generations, for decades, for centuries, how we passed our messages to the how the elders passed their messages down. How the hunters came back, told their stories about XYZ. That's why storytelling is so important to them. Psychological warfare,
Ooh, wee! Yeah, that's
you
real
know.
shit. Let's
Yeah.
let's let's see. Let's watch this. What's going on?
Psychological warfare, or the basic aspects of modern psychological operations, have been known by many other names or terms, including military, information support operations, psyops, heart and minds, and propaganda. The term is used to denote any action which is practiced mainly by psychological methods with the aim of evoking a planned psychological reaction in other people. Various techniques are used and are aimed at influencing a target audience value system, belief system, emotions, motives, reasoning, or behavior. Have to stop right there. Now, I'm not sure if we have had this conversation, but this is one that I have often with, quite a few people. Everything that we know and that we consider reality or just the system or life and you just have to accept it, it's only based off of a belief system. Anybody that's what we get a lot from the older generation. This is life, just accept it. No, you are helping their belief system
Mm.
by taking away what I thought I had,
Mm-hmm.
freedom of choice. our
Mm.
parents our parents were the first ones to rip that from us. It was a false notion of freedom of choice. Yeah, you can go and be whatever you want to be, but this is what I'm telling you, you are. Not
Mm.
understanding that their minds were built off of this
Mm.
from psychological warfare. So the millennials are definitely the earlier versions of it,
Yeah.
the latest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had the benefit of seeing where the elders screwed up and how lost you guys are, which leaves a lot of us with a whole lot of knowledge with nobody to speak to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because the elders, and I understand it's harder to talk to the older one, Generation Z, and the baby boomers, because the information that we understand are facts now would basically introduce to their mind the fact that they lived a lie their entire life.